the hell? Dan and George and Elliot and Linus. What are you doing in there? In the dirt? You were just in a hole. What's up, guys? Welcome back to these videos of me and the fucking flies that come and live here. I thought I'd just kind of do a video on what I'm up to at the moment, kind of doing one of these all the time. I'm at a Workaway, and which is essentially just you go and work for free, but you get accommodation and sometimes food, but not here. So the ones with food normally is like 25 hours a week. This one's 15 hours a week gardening. I mainly just do some weeding, so I'll show you like a day of me and that. I am finally free of my corporeal form. Here we go, guys. The start of the day. Wake up like everyone else, stare at my phone for 45 minutes, and then get out of bed. After that, it's time to put on some clothes. I apply deodorant liberally. And then it's time for some socks, baby. The magpies would love waking me up at 5 AM with their cries of war. I get the water boiling, time to make a coffee. I actually normally wake up like 15 minutes before I start working and just chug a coffee, but for some reason I woke up way too early today so I could film the scran of the day for y'all. No blueberry porridge though, unfortunately. It's gonna be bacon and egg butties for this guy. Please ignore how fucked up the bacon got. I forgot I was frying it. Then I get some eggs, hollering, salt and pepper, a little bit of paprika, boy, to make me moan. It was in the script. Have a little dance for you. Look, that was just for you. Then it's time to eat, baby. Time to eat and check my phone again, just in case anything's happened since I last checked it, which is never is the case. I thought it'd be helpful this morning to unload the dishwasher. The unedited clip was 7 minutes long, so if anybody wants the unedited version, hit me up, baby. I'll get it to you. I'm gonna stop saying baby so much. Then Bonbon passed. Bonbon ran straight past me whilst I was putting on my boots. You gotta be wearing boots, baby. Not really in this sense, because I was just weeding. Then it was time for some fucking bug spray, because mosquitoes be getting you. And then it's time to head to work. Don't forget your camera. So yeah, pretty much all I was doing for the whole 3 weeks that I was there was just weeding. Putting out flowers that you don't want in the garden, because weeds are just flowers that you don't like. I did start doing this job with shorts on, but because I was kneeling down in dirt all the time, I thought, my knees don't want to pay the price, so I'm gonna wear trousers instead. And that's what I want to do every single day. It also helps to keep the mosquitoes at bay from snipping, snapping, and biting my legs. Pick up the weed, fill up the bucket, take the bucket. This clip I was just gonna be dropping off some of that weed, like I said, but there was a guy digging a hole and I ended up chatting to him for like 15 minutes. So if anybody wants that unedited clip, let me know, baby. I'll send it over. I'm not really gonna do that. It starts getting warm enough to be shirtless around like 9 AM. I'm trying to avoid tan lines, girl. So I took it off and you get to see my belly. And then for this shot, I thought I'd get a little bit creative. Let's see what's the little weed that you're doing. Yep, getting right into the weeds, right into the roots, baby. Anyway, back to my body and its corporeal form and all the talking that comes out of the mouth of that body. So one of the really great and fun, brilliant things about all about weeding in between all this nasturtium here is that it's a big, long, kind of like vine-like flower, and it gets a right mess, a right tangled up mess. So like this petty spurge, I think that's what it is. Dad, correct me if I'm wrong. One of the techniques I've implemented into doing this and helping without the tangle, I'll weed a bit like here, and then kind of move this out the way, and that can sit nicely without hurting the plant, and untangle it all, move it so this little baby can be over here. Sometimes we have some casualties. Then I'm free to weed this bit without worrying about pulling all the nasturtium apart. The one fun thing I do get to carry on worrying about every single hour a day of this is flies in my fucking face. There's literally anywhere else in the whole world they can be, but they want to fly around in my face. Weeding can take a bed from looking like this photo there to like this, or like photo like this to like this, and there's not much left. The other thing with working in such dense weeds and flower beds, it could be the home to a blue tongue, a bobtail lizard. There could be some bobtail lizards hiding in here, and I don't really want to just stick my hand in case it gives me a big kiss and scares me silly. So you got to be careful with that. That's why I just do down here and have a little look. Can't just be shoving my hand straight in over there because I don't want to wake anyone up. This is a video of a blue tongue that some of the other helpers found last week or the week before, overlaid over this, and it was a nice little guy, but he got disturbed from his sleep, so but they left him alone. Now for any of you aspiring gardeners out there, I'm going to just show you a little example of why we weed and what's important about weeding. If you see these plants here, we've got what I'm thinking is a petty bird, nice and long and big, and then we've got two clovers down here. This rock is where they let's say it's the ground that they're in. So you have this massive plant compared to the clovers, and if we remove this, you can take a closer look at the roots. The root for this clover is like over twice as long as the plant itself coming out of the ground. And then we take this, have a look at this. It's tiny little thing for a massive old plant. It's so important to actually remove the roots from the soil as well, because if we just take this out, we just pulled that out of the ground, but this remains. If this root remains, then the plant will just grow again. And I don't even know if this is a full root. I think it did snap. So there's just a little tidbit for you. Pull at the roots because they can grow back. What the hell? So that's kind of like what I've been doing up until now. Right now, I filmed this video, and now, so now I'm done for the work for the day. So once you've finished work, and it's 27 degrees out, Means there's only one thing to do, really. Good little swim, but just as I jumped in, the clouds covered up the sun. So that's fucking fantastic. Turns out that's all the ideas you can come up with for filming stuff in a pool. I do need to have some lunch, but I think if I go into the house wet from the pool, it might be a bit bad. It's wet on the floor, wet on the floor. So I think maybe dry off with some basketball. 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 Although this is my last chance to get in a swim dip. Swim dipping. I'm gonna get to the other side in one go. Watch me swim a whole length underwater. I just realised this here. Get her down, sit down, and be straight chilling. I'm pretty dubious of this. A man of such stature sitting on something so thin. Oh, at least if it breaks, we'll all get to see it together. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I've been hanging in this hammock for a little while now, and I'm beginning to think that maybe this is what my life's supposed to be. Sitting in the sun in a hammock. That's enough of that leisure time. It's time for some basketball. Don't worry, I won't do that again. But that's something else you do here, if you want. So, normally at this point after the old swimming and the basketballing, I would get on my laptop, figuratively, not literally, get on my laptop and then start looking for a job. But I don't need to anymore. And I'm leaving tomorrow. Instead I've got to pack all of my shit. And then, I don't know, after that it was packed and then I'll go tomorrow. Basically now it is to pack up the stuff, pack up everything of my worldly possessions and get on grooving for moving to somewhere else. So I guess, yeah, it's just gonna be packing now. Woof woof, Jesus Christ. Mostly packed. I have more stuff now than when I got here, so to fit it all in the bag, not so nice, not so fun. So that's that, done. Fin. Yeah, this Workaway has been about 3 weeks. Been here just about 3 weeks. It's been pretty good. Hosts, Junko and Frank, have been amazing, very welcoming. And like opening their house to people is pretty amazing, and the house is beautiful. I'll see if I've got any pictures, but Frank built it all himself, everything over like the last 40 years. It's an amazing thing to behold. It's been a great way to kind of you know, acclimatise to Oz and kind of get used to the stuff of going to Woolies and having us other things that are like that. So yeah, that's the end of this one. Thanks for watching, thanks for pressing all the buttons, and if you've got any suggestions, let me know and I'll do them. Maybe, probably not. It's like, hey Jamie, to put everything in a, do the Kermit voice for whole, yeah. Anyway. Hey guys, welcome to my vlog. Today we're gonna be going to Melbourne. Hey guys, I'm Kermit the Frog. If you want to follow my channel and alright, that's enough.